So you look at all those things, occurrences, and you said, what is it that we didn't do right as a nation?
Yeah.
What is it that we need to do to get us out of this? Disasters are there.
Yeah.
They have the natural disaster and the man-made disaster.
Yeah.
Some of the disasters are so avoidable.
Yeah.
They do occur that you ask yourself, you could have done
just
something.
easily avoided.
Why should this happen?
It's true.
You know, previously, years ago, there were rainfalls that, you remember the June 10 disaster?
Damage.
But I tell you, this year, we've experienced heavy downpour.
Yeah.
Yet, we did not hear so much flooding.
Would you say because we've learned from the past?
Of course, and that's what you do. You move on in life. You don't live in your past glories. You see, that's why I said earlier on that if you want to recount on your past glories and you live within it, you cannot forge ahead. You look, you do a recount of it, and then you take a decision, what best can I do to elevate myself and make the best out of whatever occurred. Yeah. So I think we're beginning to learn our lessons. It's better late than never.
True.
There's always a turning point in one's life, and I think that's what we're experiencing. So we cannot say without those ones. And then there's been a few, those Fulani incidents.
Yeah. I heard
also,
that yesterday on the news. President's
Sure. In fact, if you go to especially Eastern region and you see what those Fulani herdsmen are doing to farmlands, and life is about two things, water and food.
True.
You know, about 3 weeks ago, the Ministry of Water Resource and then Works and Housing was complaining that people have started encroaching on our water boundaries, especially the white water. What are we doing to ourselves? What are we doing ourselves? And what I need to tell our agencies, state agencies, that look, they should up their games. It looks like this country, people live unconcerned. You know, let me tell you one interesting thing. Yesterday, I left the mayor's residence. In fact, he left the office after 9 p.m. We got to his residence. He had some few things to do, so we had to hang around with him. From the office, we're going to his residence. Just after the fire service, is a fast electricity. Okay. You know, there's a traffic light that leads to Tema Station, and then the one that goes to National Theatre. There were few heaps of...
That's Accra East.
Accra is, Accra. There were some few heaps of refuse, and he was complaining that he thought he had given an instruction that every evening
they should clear all that.
Look, just as he was saying that, we saw this woman passing by, neatly dressed, hanging her back, holding a polythene, and lo and behold, she just dropped it. Can you imagine the indiscipline of the individuals in this country? And when you want to go by the law, when you want the laws to work, we are the very people who come around also pleading. You see, I think it's hard time that our opinion leaders, chiefs, clergies, and things should also stand in the churches, in their palace and things, and look into people's face and tell them, look, this country needs to develop. We always sit back and compare ourselves to other countries, especially like Singapore, Malaysia, and go. But this is what they did. Look, all the achievements did not come from heaven. It did not come from Mars. It came because the people themselves were prepared. Yeah. They gave themselves up. You see, change is very difficult. But when you tune yourself to adhere to change, you see that everything about your lifestyle brings productivity.
True.
It brings productivity.
I believe that we have to do more in reorienting people.
Sure.
Changing their mindset. Because I always give this example. The same Ghanaians who live here
go abroad.
Thank you.
And they abide by the rules.
Thank you.
The game.
Yeah, and they play like.
So you ask yourself, what happened?
Yes.
Meanwhile, the person goes abroad, stays there for years. The moment he or she steps out from the flight,
everything changes. Is it because we see Ghana differently and see other places differently?
It's so pathetic. You see, you sit back and you reason up, and it's not matching. It's not summing up.
That's where I conclude that it's just a mind thing. We need to orient the people.
Yeah, last I was telling you, it's about the mindset of the individuals. If you're able to change thinking of the individuals of ourselves, we'll make it.
Well, that's like a deep one. Let's see some of the issues around. Expedite probe of EC commissioners, and it has a chairman here, a very respectable man. I truly respect him for his work, and
it's been long overdue. I think that
you also believe so?
Oh, sure, of course. Why not? In every institution, they are auditing of the institution, either quarterly, half a year, or annually. At every given time. You see, we've lived the way you see in this country as if they're autonomous. Yes, they are, but it looks like they're untouchable.
Yeah,
that's what we've made to believe, that they're untouchable. But thank God to the few people who tested the laws to make us know that no, there is something that the guys will say, you know,
okay.
You don't even understand it. You see, so it is good. There are a lot of issues that came up against the UC, and we could not see the way through. But thank God, a time has risen up for us to see. Look, with this probe thing, when you hear people from the other side talking as if it is the NPP.
What do you mean, people from the other side?
The opposition. The opposition, maybe I didn't use the right word as well. You could see people swearing with their life that whatever happens, they defend it. I asked myself, who raised issues concerning them? We had raised genuine issues towards the election, the mode of appointment of the EC boards and things.
I remember.
But look, the deputies, it's a person like, one particular person like Amadou Sile, who appointed him. He's been there for ages.
Yeah. He's
gone through almost all our elections.
True.
If not all, about 80% of our elections has been part of it.
Yeah.
Georgina Mankwa, she came from Kumasi to NCC and to EC. Who's complained? We only raised the red flags in the appointment of Madame Charlotte Osei.
Well, someone might say because probably you worked with, or you've been through a series of elections with the other deputies.
No, you know, Amadou Sule 2012, we had issues with him.
Yeah.
When he nicodemously went to train NDC agents and officials at the Shah Hills.
Yeah.
You know, he raised issues because there was no fairness in what he did. If you're doing it for all political parties, you should have cut across.
Yeah.
If they even paid for it, you could have sorted our opinion to find out whether we're also interested or not. Yeah. And then nobody would have raised issue with it. But he did it. If not for an eye, what was the word?
For an eye.
No. A watchdog.
Okay.
Somebody who became a watchdog and saw it and blew the alarm. It was going to be planned under the carpet.
So you believe she should be probed and very soon?
You know, the thing is, nobody raised issues concerning the three officials, the chair and her two deputies. She was the first to move to make case against the deputies, and then they also sent
against her.
In fact, they also attack.
Well,
they make counter claims against her.
Yeah.
You understand?
But some might be attacking her seed or their personality and her.
Well, those ones, it's their own issues. They knew they should have known best. I did not force any of them. I did not petition any institution. They did. They had their own issues. And like we all say in every organization, you don't need to be friends to work together.
True.
Your interest is about the success of the organization. It is how prudent you work, how efficient you work, and the outcome, the effect, whatever it is, the benefit.
Have a common goal.
The common goal. You all have common goal, one common interest,
True.
and not your individual personas.
So then what happened?
Well, am I the one to speak for them?
You know how I see this situation? It looks like the situation in the Bible where someone steals a baby and someone's claiming it's my baby, and the king said, okay, let's divide the baby into two.
Then you got to
say,
know
let it go. NPP say let it go, and NDC say no, let her stay. What's that?
We haven't said she should go.
No, she meant I said probe into it. I don't know what the results turn out to be.
Whatever the results turn out to be, that's what we all get to agree with. If the probe turns out that, look, they have committed some crimes or they've committed some errors in their course of duty, and per the law, this is the punishment that needs to be melted against them. Who are you to speak?
Okay.
That is what the Constitution and
So
the
that
laws
is
of the
what NPP is backing with
That's all.
Constitution.
Of course, because if we leave the three without clearing the issues at stake, if you don't delve into it to make sure you settle it, I bet you when you send them to go together to work,
The fireworks would be more. It would really
Don't mess up the whole electoral system.
And the people.
And we've
really
seen our
trust.
electoral system have disrupted and destroyed nations, especially in Africa.
Yeah.
Why would we sit back?
So you think your goal is to sanitize and
Of
do
course,
the hope
sanitary
for the
needs
next
to
elections?
pertain in that office, and that's what.
And nothing more, nothing
Nothing
less.
more. Nothing more.
Okay.
Is it that you're looking at something?
No, I'm not. I'm only asking from you.
There's nothing more.
Because over the
Truth
years,
needs to be told, and we need to know the happenings in the EC office.
Okay.
Somebody say, look, one person changed our logo without us, and we saw the press conference.
She said
We saw it.
she liked it.
She liked it, and she loved it.
I think he would have said
You
the same.
understand that it shouldn't have been we.
But even when God created stuff, he said after creation, he liked it. He was happy. After every creation, day one, day two, God was satisfied. He liked it.
Okay.
So maybe as a EC boss, she decided to use her discretion. Or probably...
Well, there's been allegations and counter-allegations where she also made an accusation against her deputy, Amadou Sule, of police station. Was it creating some police stations and things. So wait for all these things to be unfolded so that we see the finality of it. Because if we don't handle these issues, the next election, somebody can sit in the comfort of his, somebody say one corner, and create more police stations with that. You know, those are scams.
I get more worried about that. Sorry.
Yeah.
About that creation.
You know when we went for the 2012 electoral petition, you know where MPP raised the issue of unknown police stations. They said, hey, what is MPP talking about? You did not do a proper search of the police station.
But here it goes.
But here it goes. Today it's not me who is saying it. It is the chairperson of the Electoral Commission who is accusing her immediate deputy. So you see? So was it that MPP saw something?
I cannot say.
And people rubbish it? You understand? There's a lot to be unfolded in that office. So I think the earlier they do it, the better. But like they say, the word of law grinds slowly. So wait patiently.
Certainly, we all wait.
We need to clean the UC office, and because very soon we're going for assembly elections. The president has promised of DC election. I don't know when it's coming on. And I'll be moving to even, the Survice constituencies elections, political party elections. You understand? We need to have a clean system and make sure that, yes, we are very comfortable with the proceedings and the workings of the Electoral Commission.
Good. So, moving forward, there's something I would like us to talk about. But have you realized that close to Christmas or getting to Christmas, drivers start driving some funny ways? There's a lot more chaos in the cities, and
yesterday it took me more than an hour to move from Pesek Junction to get to Pig Farm. Was almost 2 hours. when I get around Ghana Water, Legon,
Yeah.
we went into the interchange, and then I saw drivers reversing. So, as usual, not knowing what was happening, everybody was turning. I also turned. Before we could turn and get our way, make our exit, we saw the police guys turn back.
Why?
Well, then I asked the policeman, so what was it? He said, madam, it's nothing, it was just the traffic. I said, really? And why were we turning to head towards
traffic, you know?
Because when I was saying gone into the same traffic, would have been hit by the same traffic situation. But because we all didn't know what was ahead of us that made people to be turning around, we also had to join them. You ask yourself, where are the vehicles coming from?
Yeah, sometimes I ask that.
But when it gets to the peak of Christmas, the whole city looks choked.
Yeah.
But I thought it was in this vein. And then, in the wisdom of stakeholders, I saw that, look, let's open up our marketplaces. There's been these malls, there's been shops around. Is it that we still don't have confidence, or we still don't believe in the price of the goods at those places?
I don't think so. I think, like I said again, it's a mindset. Because yesterday, a few days ago, we had the Medina Lankwatana MC, and she was telling us about these auxiliary markets they are creating around the Medina Lankwatana area, which I really, really support, because when you go to other countries like China and other places, they have specific markets for electronics, specific markets for leather stuff, for fabrics. And she was trying to bring that same idea here, which is perfect, so people will know exactly what they want and where they're going. So everybody will not be at the same spot at the same time, causing chaos. Like we have Accra, or Accra Central, like Makola, where you can go for everything from head to shoes. She's finding it tough to even redirect people to the first market they created. She claims around New Road area. I think we have a lot to do in educating the people, in changing their mindset. Like, look, you don't necessarily have to go to Accra Central or Makola to get everything. For instance, Agbogboshi is there, Newtown, Malata Market is there, Medina Market is there. I have personally...
And we are killing our settler markets.
Sure.
We are killing it because now when you go to Malata Market, it's almost gone.
Yeah, it's half empty.
Half empty. Meanwhile, there are spaces within the market. I always say, look, irrespective of where you are, if I know that when I get to Malata, this lane, I'll get what I want to buy. Why wouldn't I
at the same price?
And yet everybody wants to come onto the streets.
That's one problem.
Your junction here.
We talked about it.
It's terrible.
We had the minister for the MP for Medina yesterday. He also assured us he was going to work on that.
It's so terrible. It's so disgusting.
We won't stop talking.
And then the bastard here, the junction here.
That also we touched.
You see?
And I want my producers to start showing that footage again of people crossing the road at the very wrong part in Medina. We plead with all pedestrians and all viewers, please advise your families, your kids, your spouses, not to cross the road at that point, and be very careful if even they have to for any reason, because it's very, very risky. We will take a quick break while my production team looks for that footage, and the show is one-on-one live here on Net2 TV. You can also follow us live on Facebook at Net2 TV GH. Net2 TV GH live on Facebook. The show is one-on-one. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we have here Joyce Kinoki Zimpari Kinoki. And she's also a member of the board NHIA, and then the Greater Accra Women's Organizer for the MPP. We'll be right back. I have Joyce Kinoki Zimpari. I got it right, huh?
No.
What did you say?
You got my middle name wrong.
Okay.
Kinoki
Zimpari. She is also... Are you going for the National Women's Organization?
Oh, sure.
I heard that from...
Yeah.
Focus. How did Focus know you want to go for...
In fact, he's part of the campaign team.
Focus? I see.
God willing, come June next year, and all is set, going for the National Women's Organizer.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Have you started putting preparations?
Oh, of course. I've done a few groundwork, putting up.
My producer is asking that we say some in tree, so.
Okay. My year home to tree. Maybe about when you swear, Obuabua one.
Okay.
Name say Abuabua one. Then so say a yamanu quiddy. You want to share. It's not and share na ye train. Namia dom so na there were some constitutional amendments be near koye ye kwashase I guess and nyame chade me dey train we ye ko kumase kwasia dey and ye ko kumase and ye akowi yaba tisi e be fan say abewa yi poma wo kwam nso onyi nwie watwe ato ne nche nso onyi nwie is and there will be a time to lift a ban on campaigning.
Oh, okay.
But you know, as human as we are,
you're doing your thing,
and you do the thing. Even though it's open, when the house is it's not part of it. It's just to announce yourself. So we're doing that bit.
Those political tricks.
And that's what we're trying to do. Yeah, no. So now you're trying to say processes not quite a queen and a beba. Na yade ye ho akoma MPP for e won kedi for enso me gitum se erade ka ye ho yedie oni aye adwuma pa yeso yasom MPP ene eguso se ye be som party no no ogide wo MPP delegate no ogide pa
hey what can happen like I said no
but you know this is going to be my 4th election MPP
I see
na obia ne senior ohunu fa I have tried and tested them. They've also done the same. And not me home. Look, my second time as regional women organizer said, me co-election. Me do baby I near quick copy say and Joyce, what did Jay-Z transfer encourage there.
That's how much they trust you.
Jay-Z, we get to a place and the whole executive like they say Jay-Z won't allow her to talk.
Yeah,
you understand?
But we know we share the Nkofana Nyomo for that position now. How do you feel?
Oh, I always say so. Obia wo the force, Obia wo the skill, Obia wo ne dia wo deba. You don't underrate anybody. Obia wo the strength.
Yeah.
Obia wo the strength. You did that SWOT analysis of every candidate. Ain't you know, depending on the beer we no, and who say or competitor no, do you have a sledge advantage over or competitor now? We have SWOT analysis. I never determine about show the way forward, and I think I've done that. I've not finished doing it because you have the D-30 plan, D-30 plan. D-90 plan.
Okay, I will swap.
Yeah, we are because campaign muko no dynamics no exercise.
Plus and minuses.
Plus and minuses. And after you've worked everything, it is plus or minus 5%. No, I feel. Perfect. That's what I do in politics. I don't just go into an election just because I want to be there.
I also school people not teaching politics. Politics 101.
You know, in MPP politics, I've done a lot of training for polling station executive polling agents. And the capacity to train there. And you don't train just because you want to train. You learn. As you keep training, you keep learning.
Yeah.
Because education is unending.
True.
And you know, that's what I believe in. We say, what is obi to the bafuna na mefichiwa. Assume all the fans say we need futufu.
No afebia.
No afebi. Now they call.
So who mu sound so I than working encyclopedia. NHIA, what's happening? It's almost ended.
It's been good. And I cannot say the prospects of NHIA and how far we've come without saying thumbs up to a wonderful president. Utimi we say NHI dana kuma so pa health edana bibia dana kuma so especially enipa asekyeremu eyenema miensa adehia education apomuden health ena feeding aduane What you say? Even though infrastructure in your bebano, Nipano woman education on how to survive, live, and progress themselves.
Yeah.
Not apomudin, apomudin. I reckon about prevention, but as much as there's prevention, there are elements that will come along with you. How do you remedy those situations? And then food. Yeah, a pine and share basret. Oh, when you pay Bia Ujana, yes, a painting Bia, and you know, Nipamu Dra, or a Bibia, also a comb at the Nibreba. True, a comb at the Woodiba, a comb the Yama be brave back. It's no so many pies I know, a common. Now, Castle be before Fra. Anna, I say, what must say, yes, but. When you are quite not one for women, I will hear your bed ball, Master Tremona. Eh, I saw a bad time. What are the first thing I will say? Uma Apple wouldn't say. Uri, and see what is there on the table for them. I walk on a bad time when did you? And so when you catch any dance when you be brew. The joy said BBC upon some more, my dear, a door some more. I feel what me quite a beautiful and mamma. And my work was some Jew. Also, was some Jew. And that's what governance is about. Into President Baye, or me at yes, or dear Cotto board, so far the vice president was the one who sworn as it. No, me at as a president, and the coel, and the chaipa. Send ya President Kofo, and ya, and so I did who. Now, what the Baye near Crescent Ghana Health Service system, no, and one of the best. In Africa, if not the whole world.
Because at a point in time in Toronto, but other countries, being Tramanias and Nigeria or so other countries smank or for by
a crowd
especially
the southeastern part of Africa. No more than
Crawford delegates.
Yeah, a dear number.
But for some few years now,
and I eat two and a more queen, not yet science.
Again, a costume what to sign.
I buy so unfortunately a buyer. Now you young Crawford a bit dear more. One man drink crony ye dear. Then so one drink one more. Look, there are a lot of issues, sir. Of course, health insurance, sir.
That's right.
You're taking over as a board this year. Somewhere is June or you stand to be correct, say June. Now. NHI a Kakecom was over 1.2 million.
How many service providers?
Service providers pay. Staff, not for so long a time, only any pay increment.
Wow.
We show the conditions of service of staffs of NHI. Into that, technocrats be or what? Now, NHI any services.
Me personally me take kakra. Me take kakra.
Because about no share the condition of services. Now what the there be? Say one chain there be cry.
Obinya ne kakra.
Oh you okay? I don't know about spending a life, the time or NHI. In fact, you're quite easy. Then easy. So you say me do ya. Not even A4 sheet. I won't be rims, one friend.
Yeah, rim. The packets, no.
Packet, I want the printing it. It be quite ho. You might be free. Meanwhile, processing of claims. And I come here through a electronic data. They were spending over 100 million cedis every year. But with kind of saying, you know. Now 80% of their process was done manually, was being done manually. 2% say let DNA cost. And so the board chairman, Professor Dujanfi, one great man, and not pay me my watching. She are all board members. Who share senior president trust shared that a year in before papa. You call some more conquer Jumano. Now mo say health insurance. I first say na yeti asempa na me catch Ghana for any day say afia ye be rehu wo mo be hu say health insurance afa ne to mapa efra baby a ye be pay health insurance edru no because yet all the whole national insurance authority. Not private insurance for a adwuma chain. Baby. Abayamba, abayin panaba, na wabisum, no be ni ye. Amagana for say, on a pomudi, a near some.
It's in your brain, I'm with you to talk about. Okay, I won't share them boss.
There's been restructuring of the
system.
The system. A care hormone, I can confidently tell you, sir, I buy a can over 880 million. Now, I'm saying by the close of this calendar, now yet almost about 900 or so a million, you know, a few. Because a dream being who bit me a chunk power, you start with debts.
True.
So with the car, I can't anymore. I can't anymore. There were no to me. It's a buy so I just say, Obesoka anymore. Ministry of Finance. Hey, me, I'm a Deputy Minister of Finance. Obama, yeah, that's it. Woman in our camp or Cambod, no, and I am Minister, the Deputy Minister of Health, not Minister for. In fact, Obia, your co-board meeting now when they were and penny for and Hokeka and Yabre said there be a Ghana health system, no, a year Juma, especially with our insurance in India. The catch a Ghana for the health insurance next year. We're bringing, in fact, we're trying to do this re-registration, everything is going to go into the technology. We're going to do IT. Your baby be some manual system of a uni. In fact, you put two measures.
More or less like a paperless system.
More or less, we're going to go paperless. Health insurance is going to go paperless, I'm telling you.
Because of the amount for any umbrella. Health insurance buyer, we can play back tapes from that time and we introduced health insurance. And tapes when health insurance started having problems. Amount for grievances, and it's affecting women. Say, make us a move because you're on the board. Man, making sure the health insurance be general and also be now you trust me. Ghanaians will not forgive you.
New woman is saying Ghanaians have even lost confidence in our health insurance system. And the you see you do baby no. Okacha Ghana and Nisa won't call health insurance. Look, they break J card because they wanted to use it for other purposes. But with time, no, other purposes no so if you share and to 2 year, there was nothing for us to do. But yeah, say, and no dear, you can trust me.
I'm very optimistic.
Oh, of course, if I tell you the board members, Mariam Crawford,
very strong.
Of course, with the chief executive doctor, no, the deputy, Mrs. Yabe did Michiao, and you know, Dr. Selby Moore, when your ma, and to say, I'm not mentioning because they are, but their commitment to the work. Look, one Professor Jerry, our tech, everybody, wherever we have to go. Yeah, capitation. In fact, we say President Mia capitation if Ashanti region. And there was a committee I set here to review it. Now, and we did that. We went around Ashanti region trying to sort the opinion of the beneficiaries. And you know, we're putting everything together. We've done that. This week, Wednesday, Thursday, you know. Sure.
Wow.
Because we didn't want to go and live this year with a backlog. We didn't want to get into the new year with carry forward. We're coming into the new year with clean sheet, and that's going to be the takeoff period.
The 2TV and one-on-one here, we will follow up on this story because we're personally interested in the health of people and our viewers. And you track bring now, you more from your best friend. The shows are suffer ready to have a offer from the papa.
See me who's Suffolk, I see.
Hey, I was a policeman. But you do well, so thank you so much for the work. We'll give you a few minutes to wish some lovely people Merry Christmas and the season's greetings.
Well, like I said, Merry Christmas to the first gentleman, the first family of the land, the second family, the legislature, the judiciary, every institution I can mention all. and especially to the New Patriotic Party, all executives and non-executive members of the New Patriotic Party, and Ghanaians in general. And then there are a few I will mention names. Let me mention one. To my wonderful mommy, about Tampa Mary. She's been so good a mother. In fact, she's always covering my back. Because this game of politics, without her, I don't think I would have come this far.
It gets rough sometimes.
Oh, without her, in fact, she's been so good to me. A mother, a father, everything. A caregiver. I don't know what to say. And I pray that the good Lord will continue to add more years. Because I've told her, until send me my brain, she's not departed, she's still living. And then to my children, I know today, no, by tomorrow dawn, I'll have a full house. They are all coming from school.
Oh, okay.
So I pray for traveling nurses, Dr. Joyce Zimpari. Very soon you'll be a medical doctor from Tamale, UDS.
Congrats in advance.
And my engineer, big head.
Voted me.
My engineer is from Tech coming. And my little girl is coming from St. Rose's Aquatia.
Oh.
So, yeah, I have a full house. And then to my special papa of the Maker's House, Professor Dr. Prophet Dr. Bwedi Nyameche. Papa, to the whole church, I say, Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. And to my greater Accra Region constituency organizers and MPP women, we'll meet next year. God willing, we'll stay alive and meet next year.
Well,
and let me say thank you to Ken City for giving us the opportunity to also come and share the little knowledge we have. Without you, we would have been the unknown persons in this country.
we're grateful. We're glad we can be the platform of trust for people. And before we leave, we will just touch on a little one I reserved for the last. Joyce has been a very prominent and key resource person to the Ken City family. She goes both radio and TV, and she's very reliable. And trust me, I know staff will keep bagging her phone, like calling her, texting her. Others will come as and when, but she will always show up when you want her. And we're also grateful, and we wish you a Merry Christmas. This Minister for Trade issue that came out, I spoke to a few people from very prominent sources, and they truly told me a different side to the story compared to what is circulating out there, because he personally, I wouldn't mention names, but they believe it's being pushed by other people. Give me your touch on that briefly, and then we can go.
You know, when the story broke up, I decided to listen to various commentators' commentary on it. And then I had my own opinion, but let me share what was out there and my thoughts on it, and also listening to the minister and the deputy minister. I think we pushed this thing beyond
Way too far.
the reach. In fact, we went too far with it. It says best practices everywhere in most sponsored programs. Yesterday I was with somebody else referring to me that, but have you forgotten that 2000, even before, since 2000, our campaign, there are times our presidential campaign, I quite remember with President Kufuor, President Nanado, then candidate, when we have fundraising in the constituency, and you come out and say, oh, take a picture with the incoming president for this fee, because it was a form of raising what? A form of raising funds. And even we know that institutions do that. Where they have their platinum card, they have their gold card and those things. What was always the reason behind those issuing those cards?
Someone was saying.
Somebody explained that to me. And you had a very acceptable reason for labeling those things. So what was the whole hoax about? What was it about? But yesterday, the unfortunate thing that came along this thing was, let me use this to your platform and speak to my Deputy Minister of Trade, Honorable Carlos Ahinkran. You see, at times you need to also stay calm when issues like this broke up. And yesterday, let me give him thumbs up. He did a yeoman's job on Kwame Sefakai's show. Yeah. He apologized to Ghanaians. That in fact he got carried away. You know, there are times that things come so rough that you need to say it as it is. But as much as you have the right to say it so, whether your followers and listeners who accept it is also one thing that we should also be mindful of. And I respected him for that, showing that leadership and committed personality on that show. And I think from henceforth, and you know, when I was coming, I was listening to the majority leader talking about the unfortunate running around with issues from the minority side. Look, I'm telling them they are losing the fight. If they are not careful in their quest of bringing information out, thinking that they want to malign somebody or destroy somebody. You know what one NDC gentleman told me, and they said, oh, you know what, Joyce? You people touted so much corruption against us.
So we want to do
it's and I said, is that payback time? Is that the way to go about it? Then you fail because you need to prove to Ghanaians that what you're saying is right. True. Then he was like, oh, but all the corruption issues you raise against us, have you been able to prosecute one person? I say, wait, 2018 will tell. That's all I have to say.
Ghanaians believe from Joyce Zimpari, say 2018 the special prosecutor starts prosecuting.
That's right.
And we'll also be here to bring
we wouldn't want to hear church clergy saying
and leaders
she's moving to plead on people's behalf.
Well, I don't think
they should allow the laws to work.
Yeah. Well, we'll try to wrap it up here, and my name is Jonas Abedianim. Today probably will be the last for the year, if I'm not mistaken. We will come back again.
Really? You have next Friday?
Next Friday.
Next Friday?
Yeah, sure. We have
next Friday will be 29th.
29th.
Ah, you're in a haste to jump into 2018.
I can't wait to be home. Maybe I'm fast ahead of time. But thank you so much for watching, and thanks you, the producers.
Why are you going beyond the shores of Accra? Are you going beyond the borders of Accra?
I will leave that.
So that I'll set some barriers.
I will leave that for now. I really have plans.
The way you say you can't wait.
I can't wait. I can't wait to have some cool time outside Accra. Accra sometimes can get congested.
No, it's not sometimes. Accra is always hot.
Yeah.
When you get to Accra, as if somebody's pushing you around.
Yeah.
Anytime I leave Accra,
you feel so relaxed. Like, once you step outside Accra, you go like, oh my goodness. I like this.
The heat is on.
Yeah.
The way if I will enter Accra, or you cross the boundary,
psychologically, you start your mind kind of, okay,
of course.
I have to go to work and have to do this, have
to of course.
But once you're out of Accra for like a weekend or so, you go like, oh, goodness gracious.
I never wanted to come back.
Yes. Sometimes we wish we wouldn't come back, but it doesn't work like that.
Doesn't work like that.
I would like to say thank you to Safo, to Alex, to Benjamin Terry, to Jemfi, to Peter. All of you guys have been very wonderful. To Mrs. Stella, Japan Wilson, and Focus, all of you guys. Trust me, I really appreciate your efforts. The early morning coming up here, setting up and making sure the show runs. We're really, really getting beyond the limit. I cannot forget my own boss, Kenneth Pioneer Japan, and Kenneth Japan Jr. So I'll keep saying thank you to you guys for creating the platform to educate, to help, and to reveal the truth to others. 101 actually brings you the story that you don't hear on air, the stories that you would not get anywhere except here, 101 Live. You can also follow us on Facebook Live, that's 2TVGH. 101 comes your way, same time. My name again is Abedi, and name Jonas, and I'm out of here.